Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And is an early spring on the way?
Hopefully. But we're going to be seeing winter coming in tonight and tomorrow. It's going to get very, very cold.
Yeah, bitter.
Yes, so I would say it's probably even going to be dangerous to be outside both tomorrow and tomorrow night. But let's take a look at the temperatures to start this morning. It is pretty chilly. We are in the teens to 20s, just 11 degrees in Richfield Springs and 20 degrees in Whitesboro. It may feel just a little bit cooler outside because it is a little bit breezy, but that wind really picks up tonight and that frigid weather really comes in tonight. So we see an Arctic front moving through tonight, and that brings in, once again, really cold weather, windy conditions. The National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning now for all of our area. That goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning, with wind chill values getting as low as 35 degrees below zero. So even outside for a couple of minutes, any exposed skin can get frostbite in this weather. It is going to be very, very cold outside. But for today, it's going to be pretty pleasant. We are going to be seeing sunshine again, and it is going to get a little bit warmer with highs in the mid-30s. That Arctic front moves through tonight. It actually is possible to see a few scattered snow squalls at first once it's moving through, and then it really drops our temperature on the back end. And we have an alert day out for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be pretty chilly, but then we really start to warm up again next week. So for today, expect sunshine. Overall, I would say a pleasant day for February. Highs in the mid-30s, and I will be talking a little bit more about that really cold weather coming in tonight. Coming up, Gary.
Anna, thank you. Let's get right to it now. New information.
The Oneonta is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. Today, highs are going to be in the mid-30s, and it is going to be a pleasant day, but this is temperatures versus wind chill for tomorrow. So we have that Arctic front moving through tonight, and we will have a dropping temperature tomorrow. So highs are just going to be around zero, and it is going to happen in the morning. We will continue to drop, reaching 0 degrees by noon, and then below zero for the rest of the day. And look at the wind chill values. They are all way below zero. We have negative 19 at 10 a.m., negative 22 at noon, 1 p.m. So it is going to get very, very cold tomorrow, and even tomorrow overnight into Saturday, that's when the lowest wind chills will happen, up to 35 to 40 degrees below zero wind chills possible. So what to wear tomorrow? I would say everything: the winter coat, the hat, the gloves, the scarf, the boots. You don't really want any skin exposed in this kind of weather because you can get frostbite very, very quickly with that low wind chill value and that low of a temperature. So here's a look at it. Friday, we have highs just above zero, and that happens in the morning. The temperature will continue to drop with overnight lows all way below zero Friday night into Saturday. So Saturday morning is going to be very, very cold, but it warms up quickly with highs in the teens. Gary.
Anna, thank you. There is a 31.4.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with partly cloudy skies. Actually going to be a pretty pleasant day today with highs around and above freezing, but then that really cold air comes in tonight. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see here, dry conditions, a little bit of a breeze, and we are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies all throughout the day today, but it is starting out pretty chilly this morning. So heading out the door, I would grab the sunglasses because of that sun we are going to see. You might need the ice scraper and brush depending if there is frost. There probably is, especially down south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, and maybe the coat and the hat and gloves to start because it is pretty chilly outside, especially in the southern valley. So let's take a look at those temperatures. Mohawk Valley and north are a little bit warmer. We have 16 degrees in Inlet and Little Falls, and in Deansboro, 19 degrees in Whitesboro. But looking to the south, pretty chilly, 2 degrees in Skenevis and Sherburne, and just 6 degrees in Cooperstown. So definitely prepare as you head out the door. It is pretty chilly to start and a little bit breezy. We are dry though on our Yorkville battery. Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, and we will remain dry for all of today. That lake effect up north last night has since come to an end, and we are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies and a little bit of a breeze today as highs reach just around and above freezing. But our next cold front moves through tonight, and it comes from the north, so it is an Arctic front. We did issue an alert day for tomorrow and tomorrow night into Saturday morning. We are going to be seeing very, very low temperatures and windy conditions. This causes for wind chills to be as low as 30 to 40 degrees below zero, especially Friday night into Saturday morning, which can be dangerous to be outside during this time. And on top of this, the National Weather Service has upgraded all of our wind chill watches to wind chill warnings for all of us. That goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning with those very, very low wind chill values. So what wind chill usually is if at the actual temperature outside is 5 below or 0 and there's no wind, it actually will feel like that temperature outside to you because your body heat keeps you warm. But if it is windy, that wind whisks away your body heat and it actually feels way cooler than the actual temperature outside. So that will kind of be the case throughout the day tomorrow and into Saturday morning. So let's take a look at that on the Skycast. For the rest of today, partly sunny, highs will reach the mid-30s, a little bit of a breeze as well. I would say overall a pleasant day. Tonight, though, we see that cold front move through here, and it is possible to see some scattered snow squalls at first between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight, but then that clears out pretty quickly and a big drop in temperature. Already starting out pretty chilly Friday morning. Temperatures will continue to drop throughout the day, 1 below 0 in Utica by noon, and it will continue to drop into Friday night, 5 below 0 in Utica by 7 p.m. And once again, very windy at this time as well. Heading into Saturday morning, it is going to be the coldest. Waking up at around 6, 7 a.m. on Saturday, it's going to be 15 degrees below 0 in Utica, and it is going to feel way cooler. So for today, sunshine, highs will reach the mid-30s, but tonight the Arctic front moves through. Scattered snow squalls are possible at first, and then that drop in temperature happens. Tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because of this. Our high temperature happens in the morning. It continues to drop with dangerously low wind chill values up to 30 to 40 degrees below 0, Gary.
Wow.
Yes, I'm not looking forward to it, especially Saturday morning. I think is going to be the worst.
Yeah, be careful out there the next couple days.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you, Hannah. Well, the Boilermaker 15K. Thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And we had a caller call in yesterday to remind us that today is Groundhog Day.
Yeah, so hopefully it's an early spring, but we will still be seeing winter for this weekend.
We'll see what Punxsutawney Phil has to say.
Yeah, so hopefully early spring, that's what I'm hoping for. But this morning we're starting out chilly. Let's take a look at the temperatures to start. Teens and 20s for most of us. We have 16 degrees in Little Falls and Inlet, 11 degrees in Richfield Springs. So it is a little bit cooler south of the Mohawk Valley. Mohawk Valley and north are a little bit warmer to start. But all of us are going to get very, very cold tonight and into tomorrow. The National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning now. That goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning. We are going to be seeing wind chill values as low as 35 degrees below 0, and that's going to be specifically Friday night into early Saturday morning. So it is going to get very, very cold as an Arctic front moves through. So for today, highs in the mid-30s. I would say overall it's going to be pleasant for February with some sunshine. When an Arctic front moves in tonight, that brings in scattered snow squalls, it looks like at first, but we dry out quickly and we get very, very cold. So the high temperature will happen in the morning tomorrow, and it will continue to drop throughout the day below 0 by tomorrow night, and that will continue into Saturday morning. But the good news is that we do look to warm up next week with highs in the 40s on Tuesday. So for today, expect sunshine, highs in the mid-30s, a little bit of a breeze, and I will be talking a little bit more about that frigid weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget that Storm Tracker 2 forecast never more than 10 minutes away. Turning to decision.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. This morning we are pretty chilly. It is colder, I should say, south of the Mohawk Valley. So we have the Mohawk Valley in the teens and 20s with 16 degrees in Little Falls, 19 degrees in Whitesboro, and then looking to the south, we are in the lower teens and some areas single digits, so 12 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Earlville. But today it is going to be pretty pleasant. Highs just around and above freezing with some sunshine. That Arctic front moves through tonight. That brings in really cold air for Friday and Friday night into Saturday morning. morning. It warms up pretty quickly on Saturday, though, and then we really start to warm up into the beginning of next week with above average temperatures returning on Tuesday and on Wednesday. So we do have that alert day out for tomorrow and tomorrow night. It is going to be dangerously cold. We see temperatures coming in tonight, starting tomorrow morning. They will be in the single digits, and they will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching below zero by tomorrow afternoon. Wind chill values are going to be around 30 to 40 degrees below zero. Gary.
Thank you. Rome Health is adding a new therapy program aimed at
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out chilly this morning, but we will warm up today to just around and above freezing with some sunshine. Let's take a look now at our Mountain Ice Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Partly cloudy skies throughout today, and once again, going to be a pretty pleasant day for February, but it gets very, very cold tonight. So heading out the door this morning, I would definitely grab the sunglasses. We are going to be seeing sunshine, probably the coat as well, because it is going to be chilly to start, and then maybe the hat and gloves, but temperatures reach around and just above freezing today. So temperatures this morning in the teens and 20s for the Mohawk Valley and up north. 16 degrees in Inlet, Dowdesville, Little Falls, Deansboro, 19 degrees in Whitesboro. But the southern valleys are way colder, just 17 degrees in Cooperstown and 1 degree in Norwich. But what we will warm up today, and it actually is going to be pretty pleasant. Here is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Dry conditions, and we will remain dry today. That lake effect snow up north last night has since cleared out, but we will continue to see a breeze remaining today. We do have an alert day in effect for tomorrow. Our next cold front moves through overnight tonight, and that is an Arctic front. So we do have alert day tomorrow and tomorrow night because it is going to bring in very, very low temperatures, and it is going to get very, very windy. So throughout tomorrow and tomorrow night into Saturday morning, wind chill values are going to be as low as 30 to 40 degrees below zero, and that is going to be dangerous to even be outside at all or have any exposed skin for even a couple of minutes because frostbite is possible. So that is for tomorrow. The National Weather Service has upgraded us to a wind chill warning that goes into effect tonight through to Saturday morning due to those dangerously low wind chill values that are possible. So wind chill usually is when the wind blows away your body heat. So if it's not windy and it is negative 5 degrees, it's going to feel like negative 5 degrees because your body heat is warming you up. But if there is wind, that wind will blow away your body heat that it is producing, and it is going to feel way colder than the actual temperature because that heat's not really warming you up anymore. So if it's negative 5 degrees, it's going to feel like negative 27 degrees with a 20 miles per hour wind. So wind speeds are going to get up to 20 miles per hour, and that's looking to happen tomorrow and tomorrow night. So on our skycast we see here, today is going to be pleasant, I would say. Partly sunny skies, breezy, highs in the mid-30s, but then we see a cold front moving through tonight, and it's coming out of the north, so it is an Arctic front. Around 9-10 p.m., it is possible to see a few scattered snow squalls along this cold front, so be careful of that if you are out driving. That looks to end pretty quickly, but then after that, our temperature will drop. So starting out tomorrow morning in the single digits, our temperature will continue to drop throughout the day tomorrow, reaching below zero by noon, and it will continue to drop into the evening, reaching 5 to 10 degrees below zero by Friday night. Overnight into Saturday, it is going to get very cold. We will start out 15 to 20 degrees below zero Saturday morning, and it's going to feel once again way cooler because it is going to be very windy tomorrow night into Saturday morning. So for today, we are going to be seeing sunshine. Highs are going to be in the mid-30s, and tonight we are going to see that Arctic front moving through. That brings in scattered snow squalls, and that really drops our temperature for our alert day tomorrow. That high temperature will happen in the morning. It will continue to drop throughout the day. Overnight lows all below zero, wind chill values 30 to 40 degrees below zero. So it is going to be dangerous to be outside, Gary.
bundle up for sure.
Yes, bundle up tomorrow night, Saturday morning.
Best to stay in if you can, right?
I'm staying in.
Hannah, thank you. Well, Samsung has unveiled its late. Joining us, I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And an early spring, are we going to see one?
Hopefully. No, but not really. Hopefully the groundhog says that.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be very, very cold.
The coldest of the year.
Yes, coldest of the year so far because we have that Arctic front moving through. This usually happens at least once a year, so
Yeah.
we're Getting ready.
One and done.
Yes. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. We are pretty chilly to start. We have 16 degrees in Inlet and Little Falls, and it is a little bit cooler in the southern valleys. 11 degrees in Richfield Springs, 12 degrees in Earlville. But the cold weather is going to come in tonight and tomorrow. The National Weather Service has issued and upgraded us to a wind chill warning now. That goes into effect late tonight through Saturday morning. We are expecting wind chill values to get as low as 35 degrees below zero, especially Friday night into Saturday morning. So keep that in mind. It is going to be pretty dangerous to be outside for even a little bit throughout tomorrow and tomorrow night. So today is going to be pleasant though, with sunshine, highs around and above freezing. That cold weather moves in tonight due to that Arctic front, and the Arctic front actually looks to bring in a few scattered snow squalls at first, and then it starts to drop our temperature, with our high temperature happening in the morning tomorrow, and it will continue to drop throughout the day into the evening and night. But the good news is that only lasts for a day or two, and the warm up is expected next week. So for today, expect sunshine, highs around and above freezing, a little bit breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about that really cold weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. New information on a
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. Today is going to be pleasant, but tomorrow it gets very cold. Here's our temperatures and wind chill values for all day tomorrow. Our high temperature will happen in the morning, and the wind picks up in the morning as well. By noon, already 1 below zero, feeling like 22 degrees below zero, and then our temperature is going to continue to drop into the evening and overnight. So for tomorrow, if you are heading out the door, I would grab everything to wear: the winter coat, the hat, the gloves, the scarf, the boots, because any skin that gets exposed in this kind of weather, even just for a couple of minutes, it is possible to receive frostbite. It is going to be very dangerously cold for tomorrow and really into Saturday morning. So here's a look at that for tomorrow. Highs just in the single digits. That will happen in the morning, and it will continue to drop throughout the day. Tomorrow night, we are going to be seeing overnight lows all below zero, very windy as well at this point into early Saturday morning, but then we warm up pretty quickly on Saturday with a few snow flurries possible. Gary.
Anna, thank you. There is a 31.4
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out pretty chilly this morning, but it is going to be dry today, and we are going to warm up into the afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Dry conditions, partly cloudy skies to start. It is a bit chilly, but we will warm up to around and above freezing with sunshine today, so overall a pleasant day for February. Heading out the door, I would definitely grab the sunglasses because we are going to be seeing some sunshine, and maybe the coat and hat and gloves because it is very chilly to start this morning, especially in the southern valleys, but we will warm up today once again to around and above freezing. But according to our Skywatch this morning, it looks like it's warmer in the Mohawk Valley and up north. We have 19 degrees in Deerfield, Westdale, Clinton, and 18 degrees in New Hartford. But then looking to the south, we are mostly in the single digits. 6 degrees in Milford, even 0 degrees in Morris. So bundle up when heading out the door, but the cold weather looks to come in later tonight. So here's our York full battery, Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. Dry conditions, that lake effect snow up north yesterday has since moved out, and we are just going to be seeing a little bit of a breeze today with some sunshine. But an Arctic front moves through tonight, and that brings in very cold weather into our area. So we do have an alert day out for tomorrow and tomorrow night into Saturday morning due to seeing dangerously low wind chills. They are going to be the lowest tomorrow night into Saturday morning, around 30 to 40 degrees below zero. So even being outside for any amount of time with exposed skin could cause frostbite. And on top of this, the National Weather Service has upgraded our wind chill watch into a wind chill warning. That goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning with those dangerously low wind chill values. So what this means is that if there was no wind and our temperatures were getting pretty low, like if it was -5 degrees, it actually would feel like -5 degrees because our body creates heat and it warms us up. But with that wind, 20 miles per hour wind, let's say, that whisks away our body heat and it makes it feel way cooler than the actual temperature outside. It makes it feel up to 20 to 30 degrees below zero. So let's take a look at everything on the Skycast. forecast. Today, pretty pleasant for February with partly sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze, highs in the mid-30s. But then tonight, that cold front moves through. It starts off bringing some scattered snow squalls at first between 9 p.m. and midnight. Then our temperature will drop. Our high happens tomorrow morning. It will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching 0 by noon, and then even lower Friday evening, -5, -6. And it is going to be very, very windy with very low wind chill values, and it gets the coldest into early Saturday morning. We can see here 6 a.m., 15 below zero in Utica. So for today, expect some sunshine, pleasant weather, a little bit of a breeze with highs in the mid-30s. But then tonight, scattered snow squalls are possible, and our temperature drops as it gets windy. Tomorrow has been issued a storm tracker to alert day. The high temperature happens in the morning. It will continue to drop throughout the day into tomorrow night and into Saturday morning with dangerously low wind chills. So it is going to be dangerous to be outside. Back to you guys.
Hannah, thank you. Local illusionist Leon Etienne. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And Leon Etienne doing his best impression of Kelly from Mr. Food behind
Kelly
the scenes.
from Mr. Food.
Just walking behind.
Yeah.
If you missed us last half hour, Leon was here to share some of his magic, and he'll be doing it again in the next 15 minutes or so. But let's talk about Groundhog Day and Punxsutawney Phil out in Pennsylvania right now, getting ready. We do have a live look. And any predictions, Hannah?
I hope it's an early spring, so I hope he doesn't see a shadow this morning.
Yeah, what a gorgeous shot out there as the fireworks are beginning. It is a big day for folks down there as they all gather in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania for this big day. And again, let's hope it is an early spring. But for those ski lovers out there, I'm sure they're hoping the opposite.
Yes, so it actually is going to get very cold for us for tonight, tomorrow, Saturday. But then even looking into next week, it looks to get warmer again. So it's just for a couple of days, but it's going to be frigid.
Yeah, very frigid, like 35 below with the wind chill.
Yes, with the wind chill. So let's take a look for temperatures this morning. Not too bad to start. Teens and 20s, a little bit colder in the southern valleys. So we have 23 degrees in Westmoreland and 19 degrees in Whitesboro and 12 degrees in Richfield Springs and Earlville. But tonight it is going to get very cold due to an Arctic front. The National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning now. That goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning with wind chill values as low as 35 below zero, and that looks to be Friday night into early Saturday morning. That's when it looks to be the coldest. But today it's going to be pleasant with some sunshine, highs around and just above freezing. That frigid weather moves in tonight. We will continue to see a dropping temperature throughout the day tomorrow with very windy conditions, but then we warm up next week into the 40s by Tuesday. So for today, expect partly sunny skies, highs in the mid-30s with a little bit of a breeze, and I will be talking a little bit more about that really cold weather coming up, Gary.
Anna, thank you. And don't forget that Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Turning to Decision 20.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Good morning, everybody. Today is going to be a pretty pleasant day with highs in the mid-30s, but a completely different story for tomorrow. So taking a look at the temperatures versus the wind chill, this is for tomorrow. Our high will happen in the morning. It will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching 0 by 10, 1 below zero for noon, and for the rest of the day with wind chill values about 20 to 25 degrees below zero during the day, and it's just going to get lower at night. So tomorrow, I would definitely wear everything. I would say the winter coat, the hat, gloves, scarf, the boots, because anything exposed, any skin exposed can get frostbite pretty quickly with this weather. So here's a look at that. Tomorrow we have our high happening in the morning, and that's going to be just above zero at 3 degrees with some sunshine. Overnight lows fall around 20 degrees below zero, wind chill values up to 40 degrees below zero, and then we warm up pretty quickly on Saturday, but Saturday morning starts out very, very cold. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. If you weren't with us in the first half hour, Illusionist's
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with partly cloudy skies this morning. It is chilly, but we are going to warm up for a pleasant day across the Mohawk Valley today. Let's take a look now at our Mountain Ice Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Beautiful colors from the sunrise this morning. Overall, it is going to be pretty pleasant today with temperatures reaching around and just above freezing with sunshine. So Nala is a little excited to see the sunshine this morning. So is her neighbor, Big Toby. He's showing off his belly, so he's going to keep warm today with the sun glaring through the window. So they're saying hi to each other this morning. Just watch out once again this morning for icy spots. And today shouldn't really be any problems commuting because we are going to be dry and partly sunny. According to our sky watchers, it looks warmer in the Mohawk Valley and up north. We have 19 degrees in Deerfield, Clinton, Westdale, and 18 degrees in New Hartford. But then looking to the south, single digits, 0 degrees in Morris and 2 degrees in Emerson and in Lawrence. So make sure you bundle up when heading out the door. It is chilly to start, but highs today will reach the mid-30s and we will remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are dried out now from that lake effect that happened up in the North Country yesterday, and we are just going to be a little bit breezy today as well. But things change tonight. An Arctic front moves through overnight. We did issue an alert day for this for tomorrow and tomorrow night. With this Arctic front, scattered snow squalls are actually possible at first, so that could be dangerous to drive in. But overall, very, very frigid weather is coming in for tomorrow and tomorrow night. It also is going to be very windy with dangerous wind chill values around 30 to 40 degrees below zero, and that will be tomorrow night into early Saturday morning. Because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning in effect for all of us. That starts tonight and goes through Saturday morning because of these dangerously low wind chills. So what's going to happen is usually when it gets pretty cold and there's no wind, it feels like that temperature. So if it's -5 degrees and there's no wind, it feels like -5 because your body heat is surrounding you, keeping you warm. But if there's wind, 20 miles per hour wind, let's say, it kind of blows away that body heat that you're projecting and it makes it feel much cooler. It actually feels like 20 to 30 degrees below zero with that wind. So that's what's going to happen for tomorrow and into Saturday morning. On our skycast we see today, though, very pleasant. Highs in the mid-30s, breezy with partly sunny skies. And tonight is when that Arctic front moves through. So around 9 p.m. it is possible to see scattered snow squalls moving in from the north. 9 p.m. to midnight, it is possible to see these snow squalls. It dries out pretty quickly, but then it gets very cold. Starting off tomorrow morning in the single digits, but then our temperature will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching below zero by noon, and by the evening, 5 to 10 degrees below zero with windy conditions. That wind and the drop in temperature continues Friday night into Saturday morning. Very cold Saturday morning. Around 10 to 15 degrees below zero Saturday morning, even lower up north. So for today, enjoy the weather. Sunshine, a little bit breezy, highs in the mid-30s, but tonight it gets very cold. Scattered snow squalls are possible, and then a big drop in temperature. We have an alert day issued for that tomorrow. Highs will happen in the morning. Temperatures will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching all below zero by the evening and overnight with dangerously low wind chill values.
But look at that sunshine tomorrow.
Yes, we are going to be seeing partly sunny skies. I mean, if that helps anything.
It'll feel warmer than 3 above.
Hopefully.
Hannah, thanks. Samsung has...
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning, Groundhog Day. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And any minute, Punxsutawney Phil will be predicting whether we're going to have an early spring.
Hopefully it's an early spring.
Yeah, but sadly we're going to have some frigid air tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be very, very cold, dangerously cold. So let's take a look now at what's going on. Today will actually be pretty pleasant. We are just starting out chilly. Temperatures in the teens and 20s, 11 degrees in Richfield Springs, 16 degrees in Little Falls and Inlet, but it is a little bit colder in the southern valleys to start. It is going to warm up today with highs in the mid-30s, but an Arctic front moves through tonight. The National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning in effect for all of us, going into effect tonight through Saturday morning. Wind chill values are going to be as low as 35 degrees below zero, and that's going to be tomorrow night into early Saturday morning. That's when it looks to be the coldest. So it is going to be dangerous to be outside for both tomorrow into early Saturday morning. But today is going to be pleasant with sunshine, highs around and above freezing. That frigid weather moves in overnight. Our high temperature will happen tomorrow morning, but then will continue to drop throughout the day into tomorrow night. So keep that in mind throughout tomorrow. We are going to be warming up next week, though. This only looks to last for a couple of days. So for today, expect partly sunny skies, highs in the mid-30s, a little bit of a breeze, and I will be talking a little bit more about this cold weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. New information
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with partly sunny skies, and it is chilly, but it is going to be a pleasant day for February. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the Mohawk Valley at this point. Beautiful colors from the sunrise. Partly sunny skies are expected today. It is just chilly to start, so I would bundle up when heading out the door, but highs today are actually going to reach the mid-30s. According to our sky watchers, we are a little bit warmer in the Mohawk Valley and up north. 19 degrees in Deerfield, Clinton, and in Westdale, 18 degrees in New Hartford, and looking to the south, it is a little bit cooler, just 9 degrees in Hartwick and 8 degrees in West Lawrence, so make sure you bundle up, but we are going to warm up today with some sunshine again. Here is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. Dry conditions to start, and we are all dried out now from that lake effect up north that we did see yesterday. It is just going to be a little bit breezy today with some sunshine. A cold front moves through tonight, so we did issue our alert day for tomorrow and tomorrow night. This cold front will bring in a line of scattered snow squalls to start, but then it really brings in cold weather for tomorrow into Saturday, along with very windy conditions. And with the windy conditions and the cold weather, this is going to produce dangerously low wind chills as low as 30 to 40 degrees below zero. And that can cause frostbite even just in a couple minutes of being outside with exposed skin. So because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning for all of us. This goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning due to these dangerously low wind chill values. And let's take a look at that on our Skycast. So for today, it's going to be pleasant, I'll say, partly sunny, a little bit breezy with highs in the mid-30s, so we will be around and above freezing. But tonight, a cold front comes through, and this brings in a line of snow squalls, as you can see here, from the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight. Snow squalls are possible to move through, and then it really gets pretty windy, and we start out tomorrow morning in the single digits, so our high temperature will happen tomorrow morning. It will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching 0 by noon and below 0 by the evening and at night. And once again, with these temperatures, it's going to feel around 20 to 30 degrees below zero even during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow overnight, it's going to feel up to 30 to 40 degrees below zero. And waking up Saturday morning, this is 6 a.m., super cold. 15 below zero in Utica, 24 below zero in Inlet. So for today, partly sunny and pleasant, I'll say. And tonight, snow squalls with
breaking news. He saw his shadow 6 more
Oh, he
weeks of
did?
winter. Can you believe it?
No, I'm upset.
Here on this Thursday afternoon on Groundhog Day, and let's not keep you in suspense any longer with our bitter weather expected for the next few days. Here is Punxsutawney Phil's prediction about an early spring.
But above all else, I see a shadow on my stage. And so, no matter how you measure, it's 6 more weeks of winter weather.
Yes, there you have it. There will be 6 more weeks of winter. Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow this morning as he emerged from his burrow in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania at dawn to perform his yearly Groundhog Day duties. Thousands gathered at Gobbler's Knob as members of Punxsutawney Phil's inner circle summoned him from his tree to learn if more winter weather is on the way. And according to folklore, there will be 6 more weeks of winter if he does see his shadow. If he doesn't, spring comes early. But today, at the 137th Groundhog Day celebration, Phil did see his shadow. The annual event has its origin in German legend about a furry rodent. According to records dating back to 1887, Punxsutawney Phil has predicted more winter weather more than 100 times in the last 135 years. And Hannah Evans joining us now, and it definitely does not feel anything like spring out there today.
No, it doesn't. It's chilly today, and this weekend's going to be our coldest weekend thus far. But even looking into next week, it does look to get warmer with highs in the 40s returning on Tuesday.
But these temperatures are going to be dangerous.
Yeah, so this weekend, I would say Friday night into Saturday morning, it's going to be very dangerous. I would not recommend you going outside, really.
Yeah, stay in if you can.
Yeah, stay in if you can. weekend. So let's take a look now at this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. Temperatures still kind of in the 20s. We have 26 degrees being measured at the Groves Park Airport in Rome. Still windy. It has been windy over the past few days, so it does feel about 10 degrees cooler than that actual temperature outside. But we are seeing a lot of high-level clouds this afternoon, so the sun is starting to peek out, but high-level clouds take over as we can look at our Mesonet cameras here. A few peaks of sunshine are definitely possible throughout the day, especially in the southern valleys. Overall, we will warm up to around and above freezing, so it actually is going to feel pretty pleasant, I would say, for the beginning of February. But this does change. An Arctic front moves through tonight that brings in very cold weather for tomorrow night into Saturday morning. It's going to be dangerous with those wind chill values. And the good news is, though, this only lasts for a couple days. We look to warm up next week with above average temperatures coming back in on Tuesday. So for the rest of today, expect partly sunny skies. That cold front looks to move through around 9 p.m. It looks to start, and it starts off giving a few scattered snow squalls, and then that will drop our temperature pretty quickly. I will be talking a little bit more about the temperatures this weekend coming up, Gary.
Anna, thank you. And because of this frigid
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. At this point, we are seeing partly sunny skies. It still is a bit chilly and windy, but the real cold looks to come in for tomorrow. Let's take a look now at our Mountain Ice Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. As we can see here, blue skies down in Oneonta. More sunshine south of the Mohawk Valley, but most of us are seeing high-level clouds, so at least some sun is peeking out for the rest of this afternoon, and we will continue to warm up. So Nala and her neighbor today are excited because they can lay out in the sunshine through the window. Big Toby is already laying out, showing his stomach here this afternoon. But for the rest of today, if you are commuting anywhere, it shouldn't really be a problem for any noon or evening commutes. If you do have to commute tonight, though, between the hours of 9 and midnight, that may be a problem, and I will get into that in just a second. But temperatures right now are mainly in the 20s. We're right around freezing. We have 31 degrees in Otsego, 28 degrees in Cassville, and 27 degrees in Clinton. High temperatures today will reach the mid-30s, so we are looking to warm up, but it still is going to feel chilly because it is windy. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. Still tracking dry conditions, and we are just tracking a little bit of a breeze coming out of the southwest for this rest of this afternoon, so it is going to make it feel up to 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature outside. It is going to get very cold starting tomorrow. We have issued an alert day for tomorrow night. An Arctic front moves through tonight, and at first it does look to bring a line of snow squalls. So we are keeping an eye out on that, but it really drops our temperature for tomorrow and tomorrow night into Saturday morning, and it gets very windy as well. This allows for wind chills tomorrow to be between 20 to 30 below zero during the day, and then 30 to 40 below zero at night. So it is going to be getting very cold, pretty dangerous, I'll say, because wind chills this low can cause frostbite very, very quickly to exposed skin. Because of this, National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning for all of us that goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning due to this dangerously low wind chill values. And here is just a look at the wind chills tomorrow. Our high temperature will happen in the morning, and then it will continue to drop throughout the day. As we can see here, 1 below zero already at noon, and that will continue with wind chill values around 20 to 25 degrees below zero, even just during the day. So let's take a look on our Skycast, what's going on. For the rest of today, we will be seeing partly sunny skies, more sunshine south of the Mohawk Valley, and it is going to remain breezy. Around 9-10 p.m. tonight, here is that first line of snow squalls coming through. This is due to that Arctic front moving through. As it does get pretty windy, the wind picks up this time. Then we see that drop in temperature. So starting out tomorrow morning, already just around zero in the morning, that's our high temperature. And our temperature will continue to drop throughout the day. As we can see by noon, already 5 below zero in Utica. And into the evening, into the overnight, it just gets a lot cooler and windier. So it is going to feel very, very cold into Saturday morning. As we can see here, wake up on Saturday, 6 a.m. Look up north, 24 degrees below zero and 11 degrees below zero in Utica. So for today, expect expect partly sunny skies. Highs will reach the mid-30s. It is a little bit breezy. And then tonight we will see a dropping temperature and a line of snow squalls is possible. We have that alert day in effect for tomorrow. 3 degrees is our high temperature actually in the morning, and it will continue to drop throughout the day with windy conditions, making for dangerously low wind chill values into Saturday morning. Gary?
Stay inside if you can.
Stay inside, I would say tonight through early tomorrow morning.
At least. Hannah, thank you. Well, today marks a day look at the weather this half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking, I would say, a pleasant day for February. Temperatures will reach around and just above freezing for the high, along with breezy conditions. But right now, we're just measuring 26 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It does feel about 10 degrees cooler, though, because it is breezy outside, and it will be breezy for the rest of the day. But sunshine is expected to peak out. We actually are seeing some sunshine, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, and everywhere else is seeing higher level clouds, so the sun is still trying to peek out. But overall, I would say it's a pretty nice day for the middle of winter. So today it's going to be nice, but then some cold air really comes in tonight. An Arctic front moves through. That brings in frigid weather all day for tomorrow night into Saturday morning. But the good news is that there is a warm up on the way. Next week, we will be seeing highs reaching back into the 40s on Tuesday. So for today, expect partly sunny skies. That cold front looks to start to move through around 8-9 p.m. and that does bring in a line of snow squalls at first, and I will be talking a little bit more about that coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Huge news for 3 local hospital systems.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking partly sunny skies this afternoon, and it is going to reach right around freezing, maybe just a little bit above. Let's take a look now at our mountain ice camera overlooking Oneonta. We do see sunshine in the southern valley, so south of the Mohawk Valley seeing some sunshine. The rest of us seeing upper level clouds, which is producing some peaks of sunshine. So overall, I would say a pleasant day for February. And Nala and her neighbor today are excited about seeing the sun peeking through the windows so they can stay a little bit warmer. Today, she's saying hi to Big Toby, who looks like he is sunbathing with his belly out under the window here this afternoon. For the rest of the day, if you do have to travel or commute anywhere, it should be fine for that. But I would say around 9 p.m. to midnight, if you have to commute at all during that time, it could be a little bit iffy, and I will get into that in just a second. So our sky watchers have us mostly in the 20s, but we have 31 degrees in Otsego, 28 degrees in Cassville, and 27 degrees in Clinton. High temperatures today will reach around freezing, but it is going to be breezy, so it is going to feel about 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature outside. We are tracking dry conditions, though. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, and just a little bit of a breeze once again coming out of the southwest. Things are going to change tonight, though. An Arctic front moves through. So we do have an alert day out for tomorrow and into tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Because of that Arctic front, it's going to get very, very cold. Our first cold spell really this time of year. Sorry, I thought I was about to sneeze. Frigid temperatures come in, and it also is going to get very windy because of this cold front, and this is going to produce dangerously low wind chill values, and that specifically is going to be Friday night into Saturday morning. Could be up to 30 to 40 degrees below zero. Now, because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a wind chill warning in effect for all of us starting tonight through Saturday morning due to these low wind chill values. And here's just a look at the day tomorrow. Our high temperature is going to happen earlier in the morning. Our temperature will continue to drop throughout the day, reaching 1 below zero around noon, and it's going to feel like 20 to 25 degrees below zero throughout the day tomorrow, and even feel colder at night. So let's take a look on our skycast. Today, partly sunny skies, highs in the mid-30s, and tonight around 9 p.m. we see a line of snow squalls coming in first with that Arctic front. So that's why I'm saying it may be a little bit iffy to travel if you are going anywhere tonight, but it does clear up pretty quickly. It remains windy and cold for the day on Friday. As we see, we start off with our high temperature. We fall below zero all throughout the day into the night. 15 below zero is expected Friday night into Saturday morning. That's when it will be the coldest, but the winds will calm down at least for the day on Saturday. So for today, high in the mid-30s, partly sunny and breezy, and tonight our temperature will start to drop. It is going to get very windy, and that line of snow squalls moves through around 9 p.m. to midnight. Tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. day. The high temperature happens in the morning. It will continue to drop throughout the day. Our wind chill values tomorrow are around 20 to 25 degrees below zero, and then tomorrow night into Saturday, they will reach 30 to 40 degrees below zero. But we look to warm up a little bit more on Saturday and into next week, Gary.
Very dangerous.
Yes, I would not go outside.
Smart. Now to Memphis.
With Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis, the temperatures are going to be so extreme that it's potentially dangerous. It's potentially deadly.
Well, if you're prepared for this, if you take precautions, you're going to be okay. You know, if you're outside, you're going to want to take breaks. You just want to be careful. That's what we're trying to really pass along here. Before we get the cold, we do have some snow squalls to deal with tonight, too, and we really don't want folks to be out on the roads between about 9 to 11 p.m. because those snow squalls could create some localized whiteout conditions. This is all along the Arctic front as it moves in. And we'll time that out in just a bit. Again, it's going to be really cold here tonight, tomorrow, and it's going to get colder throughout the day. We start out with a wind chill of about 15 below, and it gets colder as we get into the afternoon and evening. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperature-wise, it's dry, and it's not bad. We're actually 31 degrees. And it will be mild this evening, so if you're out running errands, no issues here. Again, those snow squalls arrive late this evening, between about 9 to 11 p.m. It's frigid tomorrow. It's frigid tomorrow night. But this doesn't last for very long. We're going to climb out of this pretty quickly. It's going to warm up as we head throughout next week. Partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be in the 20s here this evening. And again, we do stay dry at least for the next few hours. We're tracking those squalls tonight, along with a look at the wind chill tomorrow, and that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
One local county is taking unprecedented action to get...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We have some frigid weather on the way, along with a burst of snow tonight. Let's take a live look outside. This is really nice to see. The sun is setting. We've got a beautiful sunset taking place at 5:15. A month of February, we are looking at lots of daylight increasing here throughout the month. Our CAV tower cam is looking gorgeous this evening. Conditions are nice right now. We are looking at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. If you're out running errands this evening, going out shopping, maybe going out to eat, weather looks fine, and it will stay that way up until about 9 to 10 o'clock tonight. On the way, an Arctic front, the leading edge of frigid air, is producing a burst of snow. These are going to take the form of snow squalls as they roll through the area between about 9 to 11 p.m. A burst of snow and wind on the way. Whitesboro 33 degrees, Westmoreland 34, Dolgeville 31 degrees, across Southern Valleys, Sherburne 32, as well as Cooperstown, Skidivas 28. If you want to get that last minute walk in tonight, it's a good night to do that. Again, just plan on being home before about 9 o'clock. Temperatures will be in the low 30s, and get your walk in tonight as opposed to tomorrow. Tonight's featured dog is Kinsey. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. And a reminder, bring your pets indoors. I know there's different dog breeds that can handle the cold weather better than others, but let's play it safe tomorrow. The wind chills are 10 to 20 below, and dogs are not immune to frostbite, no matter the breed. So bring them on inside tonight, keep them inside tomorrow. Have a look at the wind chill throughout the day tomorrow. We're talking about wind chills in the morning around 15 below. It's going to get colder. It's going to feel colder throughout the day as the winds pick up. So the morning is going to feel less harsh compared to the evening. The wind chills get down to about 20 to 25 below zero in the afternoon and evening, and they continue to get colder heading into Friday night. We bottom out at about 30 to 35 below zero Friday night into Saturday. Again, that Arctic front will be on the way. That blows through tonight. Again, do expect a big drop in the visibility as these roll through. They don't last long, only about 15 minutes or so where we see a big burst of snow, so they don't produce a lot of accumulation. But once they roll through, temperatures will plunge. We start out Friday morning with air temperatures near zero at 7 a.m. Partly cloudy skies. There will be some scattered snow showers to the west. We're not really expecting a lot of accumulation locally. It's just a frigid Friday with temperatures near zero throughout the day. Temperatures remain below zero Friday nights. We drop down to about 10 to 20 below zero. And then Saturday, we'll see a big upswing. It's still cold Saturday, but it's going to be a lot less cold. Temperatures in the teens Saturday afternoon. We will continue to climb into the 20s heading into Saturday night with a few flurries. Some snow is expected tonight and tomorrow. Most of us pick up an inch or two of accumulation from those snow squalls. There will be some lake effect snow in Madison County and out towards Syracuse, where 3 to 7 inches of accumulation is possible. Tonight, again, watch out for those snow squalls. It turns frigid by tomorrow morning. A frigid day tomorrow, a high of 3, but again, feeling much colder than that. We start to climb out of this pretty quickly. Saturday is still cold, just less cold with less wind, a high of 12, 37 on Sunday. Flurries Monday, rain showers, temperatures in the 40s by Tuesday. And coming up in a few minutes, we're talking about wind chill and signs of hypothermia.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Well, much of the southern U.S. has been encased in a thick layer of ice this week.
At least 8 deaths, canceled flights, power outages, school closures, all blamed on this frigid blast of winter weather. Here's Dan Scheneman.
The deep south in a deep freeze.
I got stuck like 5 times already.
Ice has coated the region from Texas to Tennessee. Hundreds of thousands left without power. At airports, thousands of flights canceled this week. The staff at one Texas hospital volunteered to spend the night there to make sure they can care for patients.
So even if it means inconvenience for a night or 2 or 3, our staff, have very committed to the care of our patients.
And driving has been perilous.
Terrifying. We've seen 2 cars stopped at the street. 1 car swerved and almost hit us.
The roads have even been fatal. A rollover in North Texas claimed the life of a high school student. And while much of the South is expected to get a break this weekend, a blast of Arctic conditions will grip the Northeast. A 2-day cold snap is expected in states including Maine and Massachusetts. And for everyone who has grown weary of winter, the world's most famous forecaster delivered some bad news.
I see a shadow on my stage. And so, no matter how you measure, it's 6 more weeks of winter weather.
So, bundle up and make the best of it. Dan Scheneman, NBC News.
Coming up, protect your pipes. Advice to keep the plumber away from your home. Going to be dangerous out. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis talking about the wind chill.
Yeah, we're talking about, this is the whole thing. It's the wind that really robs the heat from your body. That's why it makes it feel so cold. And the reality is you can get frostbite faster with the wind. That's why we talk about wind chill in the first place. Now let's go over this, talking about wind. So if the air temperature is 5 degrees or 5 below 0, as your body has heat escape from the surface, you have this insulating air around you, but the wind whisks that away. So your body will cool off faster when there's wind, and that's what the wind chill is all about. Again, it's all about frostbite time. Conditions tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening on exposed skin. It's about 15 to 25 minutes where frostbite can be starting to take hold. Another thing too, being outside, here are some signs of hypothermia. Again, it's not just shivering, but your body just really starts to slow down. Here's a few symptoms of that. So things to be on the lookout for. If you are going to be outside, make sure you have a way to get inside and take breaks if you do have to be outdoors tomorrow or tomorrow night. Things look quiet out there for now, but we will be tracking some snow squalls as we head into tonight. We're taking a look at when those arrive and how long the cold weather lasts, and that's coming up. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. And let's talk about our animals real quick.
Yeah.
There's always one person, we always talk about bring your pets inside. If it's too cold for you, it's too cold for them. There's always that one person who says, but I have a husky and my dogs like to be outside and play in the winter and play in the cold. Well, my daughter does too, but hypothermia is a real risk. We need to keep our pets inside. I know there's always that one person. Real quick, the United County Sheriff's Office also putting out tips for your pets as well. Check their paws. A lot of times with the cold weather, there could be an injury, cracked paw pads. That's always a risk. And when you're walking your animal, because obviously they still have to go outside, periodically, they get the de-icer in their paws.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like the ice balls.
Just walking your dog on the street. I mean, there's salt on the roads, and even if it's not freezing cold, your paws, their paws could dry out really quickly, and they get cracked pretty easily.
You got to wipe them.
Yeah,
got to take that into consideration. Protect our animals.
That's right. Also, there's a reminder tonight that the Utica Zoo is going to be closed.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking an Arctic front that will bring in Arctic blasts to our area as we head into tomorrow and tomorrow night. Wind chills are going to be well below 0. Before we get there, The weather looks pretty quiet this evening. A live look outside. This is our Mountain Ice Oneonta camera. A lovely sunset has taken place this evening, and we still have twilight. This was the scene captured just moments ago from Waterville. And this picture from Peg. Gorgeous, gorgeous conditions, a beautiful sky out there. Of course, we are tracking a big change in the weather tonight. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. If you are heading out this evening, it's relatively mild and really not a bad evening to get outdoors. But heading past 9 to 10 o'clock tonight, this Arctic front will be dropping in from the north, and there will be some snow squalls with it. A burst of snow, wind, and whiteouts will be moving through the region between 9 to 11 p.m. Temperatures, again, it's not cold yet. Barneville 29, New Hartford 32, West Leyden 26, Curtis Corners 27. Across Southern Valleys, Hartwick 27, Sequoia 30, and Edmonston checking in with 29. The wind chill tomorrow will continue to go down throughout the day. So 7 o'clock in the morning, the air temperature is close to zero. The winds will be blustery. It's going to feel like 13 below. The winds pick up throughout the afternoon, and air temperatures remain around zero. So that's why the wind chill continues to get colder throughout the day. Wind chills will bottom out tomorrow night between about 25 to 35 below zero. And when the wind chills are that cold, for exposed skin, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes where frostbite starts to take place. So you look at the radar and satellite image. Again, it's all about this Arctic front dropping in from the north. This is going to dramatically change our weather over the next 24 hours. The front arrives around 10 p.m. So 9 to 11 p.m. Expect that round of snow to take place. It doesn't last for long, but when this thing comes through, you will definitely notice it. Burst of snow, whiteout conditions, and windy weather. It gets much colder in the wake of that front tonight. Temperatures start out around zero tomorrow morning. This is the air temperature, near or below zero throughout the entire day. There will be some lake effect snow showers west of Utica, but most of those stay out of our area. We're expecting dry and windy and frigid conditions throughout the day as well as the night. Overnight lows Friday night drop down between 10 to 15 below zero. Places in the Adirondacks down to 20 below zero. And then on Saturday, things do start to warm up. It's a cold day, but it will not be as windy. A few light snow showers and flurries Saturday afternoon. Some snow accumulation tonight and tomorrow. Most of this falls tonight. An inch or two of fluffy accumulation as that Arctic front arrives. But to the west, 3 to 7 inches of snow possible from lake effect snow out towards the Syracuse area and also some of the higher elevations in Madison County. Snow squalls tonight turning frigid, a low of 3 below zero by tomorrow morning, and temperatures don't go very far tomorrow. It's a frigid day, a high of 3. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Flurries Saturday. It's less harsh Saturday, a little bit easier to be outdoors, though it's still a very cold day. On Sunday, we're up to 37, so we turn around quickly. Temperatures climb into the low 40s by Tuesday with a cold rain returning to central New York in the middle of next week. We'll be right back.
I'm Kristen Copeland. Preparation at this moment, it's going to be key as a wave of sub-zero temperatures lie ahead.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Card is tracking all this Arctic cold all week long. He is in the Weather Center right now with the very latest. Bill, good evening.
Yeah, this is going to start out as snow squalls tonight. So we get this burst of snow that arrives between 9 to 11 p.m. and it could cause some issues on the roadways too, with whiteouts possible just for a short period of time, and then the cold arrives. Wind chill warnings in effect for all of central New York. The core of this cold arrives tomorrow morning. It's expected to be frigid throughout all of Friday and Friday night. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, quiet for now. But we look to the north, we can see the leading edge of this front starting to work into northern New York. Again, 9 to 11 p.m. is when that front arrives. Current temperature is 32 degrees. It was a lovely sunset earlier today. This was taken an hour ago in Waterville. Our weather headlines, again, snow squalls tonight, a frigid Friday. The weather doesn't stay cold for long. This is about 24 hours of really intense cold before things start to change as we head throughout the weekend. Partly cloudy skies tonight, or this evening rather, temperatures in the upper 20s to low 30s. Tracking the timing of those snow squalls and how cold the wind chill gets tomorrow. A look at that forecast is coming up. Kristen, back to you.
With these dangerous temperatures, Oneida County is opening up its office building as a warming center.
Oneida County making that move to get more people inside and out of the cold. News Channel 2's Katrina Smith in studio with more on this story.
In an unprecedented move, Oneida County has opened the first floor of the county office building as an overnight warming center. It's open tonight through Monday. 800 Park Ave will be open 5 p.m. until 8 a.m. daily through Monday. The Oneida County Sheriff's Department is providing security there. Now, no beds or bedding will be provided, but there will be access to the restrooms. The Rescue Mission of Utica also operates a 24/7 warming center at 205 Rutgers Street. Now, the coldest conditions are expected Friday into Saturday.
The frostbite, we're looking for bright red skin that then turns white. So anything that's exposed in this weather is going to turn bright red, and if it is frostbite, it'll go numb. So you need to be careful about warming back up. You don't want to rub your hands together. You want to make sure that you're, using warm to the touch water, not hot water. Slowly warm that back up so that you're not doing any permanent damage.
If you do suspect frostbite, get into a warm temperature, not hot temperature, because as you heard, you could badly burn yourself if you try to warm up too quickly. And remember, if you don't have a place to go to get warm overnight, in Oneida County, the office building first floor is open 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. Rescue Mission of Utica 24 hours a day. And of course, Cornerstone Community Church has its efforts as well. In studio, Katrina Smith, News Channel 2.
Katrina, thank you. And speaking of the Rescue Mission, they've postponed their Saturday fundraising event, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, because of the extreme cold. This walk is rescheduled for February 11th. That's a week from Saturday. It starts at Utica City Hall at 11 a.m.
Well, you won't just find them in the cities. Homeless individuals.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Turning out to be a nice day today, pretty mild, but the weather is going to turn sharply colder tonight as an Arctic front arrives. A live look outside, our Utica National Tower Cam is overlooking Cooperstown. It is quiet this evening. We're expecting snow squalls to arrive between 9 to 11 p.m. tonight. This is a burst of intense snow and wind. Whiteout conditions are possible with snow squalls and rapidly deteriorating road conditions. They don't last long, but they can have a high impact as they roll through. Thankfully, a lot of these happen into late this evening. So you're going to want to plan on this. Try to avoid being on the roads between about 9 to 11 p.m. as these rounds of snow squalls roll through. We can see them in the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar dropping in from the northwest. 21 degrees in Newport, Schuyler with 26, Old Forge 25, across Southern Valleys, Morris with 31 degrees, Whitesboro 31, and Hartwick with 27. With the cold weather upon us tomorrow with wind chills between 10 to 30 below zero, just a reminder to bring your pets inside with this harsh cold. It doesn't last for very long, but it is going to be quite cold tomorrow. It's going to be downright frigid. Look at these wind chills tomorrow. 7 a.m., about 13 below zero. Throughout the day, the wind chills go down. That's because the winds pick up. Temperatures will be right around zero, but because the winds pick up into the afternoon, the wind chill gets to 20 to 25 below zero. It bottoms out at around 25 to 30 below zero tomorrow night. Again, this Arctic front drops in from the north tonight. Again, we'll be on the lookout for these snow squalls arriving between about 9 to 11 p.m. Here's the Arctic front. Watch what temperatures do as the front rolls through. They drop sharply. By tomorrow morning, near zero at 7 a.m. It's going to be a frigid day. Temperatures don't warm up at all. Will likely be right around zero throughout the entire afternoon. Some lake effect snow showers taking place west of Utica, but the weather stays generally dry throughout the day. Heading into tomorrow night, again, it's going to be frigid. We're down to about 10 to 20 below zero with the air temperature. And then we do climb out of this pretty quickly. A warm front arrives on Saturday, bringing clouds and a few light snow showers. Temperatures will warm up into the teens and low 20s by Saturday evening. Snowfall tonight and tomorrow, thinking a general 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Most of that happens with the snow squalls that roll through. 3 to 7 inches of snow from some lingering lake effect out towards the Syracuse area. That also includes the hilltops of Madison County. Tonight, snow squalls turning frigid, a low of 3 below zero. Tomorrow, a frigid day, a high temperature of 3. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 12 on Saturday after starting out well below zero. Again, a few flurries in the air. It's cloudy and it's a lot warmer Sunday. We're up to 37, so we climb out of this very fast. Some flurries on Monday, rain showers looking ahead to Tuesday and Wednesday. Back over to you.
Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. History has been made at Mullis. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Well, the snow squalls have begun up north, and the frigid temperatures are right on the other side of that. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He is tracking it all from the Weather Center. And I gotta say, Bill, that is an impressive band of snow up north right now.
Yeah, and this is all dropping south. We've seen what it did in Oswego with whiteout conditions and strong winds, and we think this line's going to hold together pretty well as it moves into the area. So we do have snow squall warnings in effect for areas from Rome to the north and west. And I do think that we will see more snow squall warnings over the next 1 to 2 hours as this band drops south. The core of this right now is in Lewis County, where traveling is very tricky, and this is starting to work into northern Oneida and northern Herkimer counties. Again, be on the lookout for an intense band of snow with whiteout conditions. These don't last for very long. Again, snow squalls are a sudden onset of a burst of snow and wind with whiteout conditions. We're expecting accumulations with this to be 1 inch or 2 of fluff. And they don't last very long. Most of these will be gone in the next, they last for about a half an hour to about 45 minutes. And what's to follow is the bitter cold. Temperatures tonight down to 3 below zero. Those snow squalls blow through mostly before midnight. And then we are left with the bitter cold temperatures and that wind. We're tracking the wind chill coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Now, Oneida County has opened the first floor of the county office building lobby as an overnight warming center. And it's open tonight, right now, actually, through Monday on 800 Park Ave, 5 p.m. till 8 a.m. daily. The Oneida County Sheriff's Department will provide security there. No beds or bedding will be provided, but there will be access to restrooms. The Rescue Mission of Utica, well, they're also operating a 24/7 warming center at 205 Rutgers Street. The governor is urging caution this weekend with risks of hypothermia, frostbite, and possibility of fire and carbon monoxide poisoning from alternative heating sources. A reminder, frostbite can set in on exposed skin within 15 minutes. Here are some of the warning signs.
Frostbite, we're looking for bright red skin that then turns white. So anything that's exposed in this weather is going to turn bright red, and if it is frostbite, it'll go numb. So you need to be careful about warming back up. You don't want to rub your hands together. You want to make sure that you're, using warm to the touch water, not hot water. Slowly warm that back up so that you're not doing any permanent damage.
Now, some local schools are already canceling for tomorrow. You can find those at the bottom of your screen. Utica Zoo is closed tomorrow and Saturday, and the Rescue Mission of Utica has postponed its Saturday fundraising event, Walk a Mile in My Shoes. It was moved to February 11th. Another reminder tonight in certain areas, your pipes are at risk of bursting.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. You can see the flag waving from winds from the south over Cooperstown now, but we have some changes ahead. An Arctic front is on the way. The leading edge of it is producing some heavy snowfall. We can go ahead and show you what this looks like. We'll go ahead and zoom in and show you where some of the more intense bands of snow are taking place at this moment. This is across northern Oneida County. This band of snow right here is producing snowfall rates over 1 inch per hour. There are snow squall warnings in effect with this as well, and we are going to continue to track this as we look at the bigger picture. We expect the squalls to continue to move in from the northwest. Even some lightning was detected with these as they moved across the North Country. In general, look for a short period of time with locally heavy snowfall, poor visibility, and gusty winds. That line is expected to move across central New York over the next hour to hour and a half. On the backside of this, it gets much colder. We're going to see a gradual drop in temperature as we head into tonight. It's going to be frigid tomorrow. We're looking at wind chills between 10 to 30 below zero tomorrow and tomorrow night. And this is a reminder to bring the pets inside and keep them indoors. Again, this goes for all types of dog breeds. I know some dogs are able to handle the cold better than others, but with the intense level of cold tomorrow, better to keep it safe, keep the pets inside nice and warm. Let's take a look at the wind chill tomorrow. 7 a.m., 13 below zero. Throughout the day, the wind chill gets colder. Remember, this is what it feels like when we include the wind. It gets colder because the winds pick up later in the day. It's going to be windier in the afternoon and evening. The wind chill goes down to about 20 to 25 below zero. Again, you can see the winds picking up later in the day. This Arctic front, again, moves through tonight. On the backside of this, there is some lake effect snow. This will be primarily from a northwesterly wind, so most of that falls just to our west. Again, heading into tonight, snow squalls roll through. It's bitterly cold. We start out at 7 a.m. with a temperature close to zero. And throughout the afternoon, temperatures don't climb very much at all. In fact, we could be near or just below zero throughout most of the day. Snow showers are possible south and west of Utica. I actually think we'll see some accumulation out towards the Syracuse region tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. The weather does warm up on Saturday. Again, it's all relative. We'll climb into the teens and in the low 20s by Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. A push of some warmer weather will also bring some light snow showers and flurries to Saturday afternoon. Some snow accumulation tonight, tomorrow. Most of this caused by the snow squalls. 1 to 3 inches for Utica, Rome, Cooperstown, Oneonta to the west. Madison County, Syracuse could see 3 to 7 inches of snowfall, very fluffy lake effect. Snow squalls turning frigid tonight, low of 3 below zero. Tomorrow, just a frigid afternoon, a high of 3. But again, that wind chill is going to be much colder than that. Saturday, some flurries. We're up to 12. On Sunday, 37 degrees, mostly cloudy. Some flurries around for Monday. We're into the 40s as we look ahead to next Tuesday.
It's cold out there.
It's really going to get cold tomorrow morning. It's going to be a shock to the system.
All right, thank you, Bill. Coming up next, Washington is battling. Paulus, thank you for joining us tonight. The snow squalls up north have arrived, and after that, the temperature drops and the frigid air moves in. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. He's in the Weather Center tracking those squalls. They're right over us now.
Yeah, most of central New York is under a snow squall warning. That means there's a band of very heavy snow on the way. It's not going to last for very long, but it's hazardous if you're driving on the roads. But if you're home by the fire, it's going to be pretty to look at from the inside out. Let's take a look at what's going on. Snow squall warnings in effect for Oneida, Madison, Herkimer County, Otsego County. Again, lots of areas experiencing some locally heavy snow and windy conditions. Here's a look at what took place with that snow squall as it moved through Oswego. This video from Bradley Jacobs. Again, some poor visibility, and the winds will be picking up as this Arctic front rolls through. Temperatures are starting to drop as the winds pick up out of Griffiths and Rome. It was 32 degrees an hour ago. Now we're down to 26. And as you head into this evening and tonight, it's going to get much colder. Colder weather on the way. We're down to 3 below zero by tomorrow morning. These snow squalls are around for about the next hour or two, and then we'll get a chance to dry out and the frigid weather settles in. I'll look at that forecast along with how cold the wind chill gets tomorrow, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. The Oneida County has opened the first floor of the county office building as an overnight warming center. It's open now through Monday, 800 Park Avenue, 5 o'clock till 8 a.m. daily. Now, the Oneida County Sheriff's Department will provide security there. No beds or bedding will be provided, but there will be access to restrooms. Now, the Rescue Mission of Utica also operates a 24/7 warming center at 205 Rutgers Street. The governor today urging caution this weekend with risks of hypothermia, frostbite, and fire and carbon monoxide poisoning from alternative heating sources. A reminder, frostbite can set in on exposed skin within 15 minutes. Here are some warning signs.
Frostbite, we're looking for bright red skin that then turns white. So anything that's exposed in this weather is going to turn bright red, and if it is frostbite, it'll go numb. So you need to be careful about warming back up. You don't want to rub your hands together. You want to make sure that you're, using warm to the touch water, not hot water. Slowly warm that back up so that you're not doing any permanent damage.
Now, some local schools have already started canceling for tomorrow. Those will be at the bottom of your screen. Tomorrow, Utica Zoo closed tomorrow, Saturday as well. And the Rescue Mission of Utica has postponed its Saturday fundraising event, Walk a Mile in My Shoes. It was moved to February 11th. New tonight, a disturbing story out of Herkimer County, and the Humane Society is asking for your help. Just before 6.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. We are tracking snow squalls moving through central New York this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You can see the leading edge of these snow squalls is moving through the region, the leading edge moving into the Mohawk Valley. Expect a burst of snow to take place this evening. Many of us are underneath a snow squall warning until about midnight. And that just means that there's going to be that burst of snow, wind, and whiteout conditions. It doesn't last for long, at least the really intense snow. This will be dropping to the south and east. Most of this moves out of the area after midnight. And what's to follow? The bitterly cold temperatures. Again, you can see the movement of these snow squalls, again, affecting the entire area, moving to the south and east. There is some lake effect snow in the wake of this. There will be a brief round of this tonight. Winds will turn into the northwest, so the lake effect snow will be heading out towards the Syracuse region tomorrow. A reminder with the bitter cold temperatures that we're expecting tomorrow to keep the pets inside, bring them in. Wind chills between about 10 to 30 below zero. I know some dog breeds can handle the cold better than others, but when it gets this cold, dogs are not immune to frostbite, so better to play it safe, keep the pets inside tomorrow. It will get warmer as we head into the weekend. Let's take a look at the wind chill tomorrow. We'll start at 7 a.m., expecting the wind chill to be 13 below zero. Remember, the wind chill factors in the wind and the air temperature. It gets colder throughout the day. It's going to feel colder because the winds pick up. The wind chill in the afternoon is between 20 to 25 below zero. So frostbite time on exposed skin is roughly 15 minutes in these conditions. Again, you can see the winds picking up throughout the course of the afternoon and evening. The coldest wind chill expected tomorrow night between 25 to 35 below zero, and then we'll start to turn the corner. Again, these snow squalls rolling through with an Arctic front. In the wake of the Arctic front, again, some lake effect snow developing. Again, with the winds being from the north, most of those snow showers arrive in Syracuse. Tonight, snow showers come to an end. Overnight lows drop down to near zero by Friday morning. It's just a frigid day. There will be some scattered snow showers if you're driving out towards Syracuse, but again, it's generally dry locally and it's just a frigid day. A frigid night, too. Air temperatures down to about 10 to 20 below zero. On Saturday, a warm front rolls through and we'll see a dramatic warm-up. We're still in the teens, so it's still a cold day, but with less wind, it's going to feel a lot less cold. Expecting temperatures to be in the low 20s by Saturday evening. A few light snow showers will be in the air. Snow accumulation, again, picking up a quick inch of snow with these snow squalls south and west out towards Madison County and Syracuse. Some lake effect snow could produce as much as 3 to 7 inches of fluffy snow throughout the course of tonight and tomorrow. A frigid one tonight. Temperatures continue to fall. We start out tomorrow morning around 3 below zero, and it's a frigid afternoon, a high temperature of only 3. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Flurries Saturday, temperatures in the teens. Sunday, we're up to 37, so that is quite the turnaround.
Well, the shorts weather compared to what we're going to deal with tomorrow.
Right, and if you think of the wind chill being 30 below and then we're into the 30s, that's almost like a 60-degree feels-like swing in the temperature. It's insane.
Are you going to go out and run later next week?
I went
in the 40s.
I went today. Actually,
it wasn't too bad today, though.
I did get heckled today.
Of course you did.
Somebody said to me, why don't you do this tomorrow? And I'm like, no.
No, that's why I do the weather, so I know what this is going to be. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next.